Hi students, welcome to another online session. I'm Dr. Tiana here, and today we are going to talk a little bit more about an overview of your class task 1. So by now you have all hopefully downloaded the new revised assessment guide that is available on the ECD course page. I also sent out a message that includes all the due dates. So with online class task 1, the due date is on the 4th of June. So this class task is going to deal with Unit 6 on school readiness. And with this, we are going to look at how can we promote school readiness through a playful approach. So when we think of school readiness, we think grade R. And no, school readiness will start way before that. You are starting with school readiness from an early age already. So you are given a statement which says that play is the highest form of education, but unfortunately, parents often see that a child is only learning if they come home with a number of worksheets. It's almost like if there's no worksheet in the little bag, sorry, teacher, you didn't do your job. But the teacher did. A good teacher will know that children learn through play. When we look at the 4 to 5-year-old children, we often see that they are coming home with this type of paper-based activities. And usually the teacher will just give it to them and they will say, okay, let's take our finger and let's go over the pattern. Now go and take your favorite color or blue color crayon. Now go over this pattern. First of all, it is not developmentally appropriate because we know the child must learn through a concrete experience. And secondly, the child is going to be passive. Before the child can get to a worksheet like this, they need to have conceptual skills in place. And that is where we want to put the focus in our leaflet that you need to go and design, is about activities that will support the development of the perceptual skills. So you need to design a one-page information leaflet. So this can be one page or it can be 2 pages and you say this is page 1 and this is page 2. I have received a number of emails about what must I reference. So ladies and gentlemen, you can reference why is play important and a definition of emergent literacy. Those two you can reference. Then you need to give examples of play-based activities that will promote these perceptual skills. Before a child can start with handwriting in formal schooling, with letter formation, those perceptual skills must be in place. They are a requirement for handwriting. So if we look at gross motor skills, a child must be able to sit up with a very good body posture. Fine motor skills, the child must be able to keep the pencil in their hand. They must be able to manipulate their hand. Hand-eye coordination. When they form the letter, their eye and their hand must work together. Visual memory. The child must remember what does this letter that I must write must look like. Directionality. The child must know when I do the B that the B's tummy is going to my right hand side. Crossing the midline, the child must know that I write from left to right. So children who often battle with midline crossing will just write until the middle of the page because they do not realize that there's an imaginary line in their body. So they will just write to the middle, stop, go on to the next line. So a lot of handwriting problems in grade 1 will come forward because one of these perceptual skills are not in place. You can go and look in your study notes, book 2, on pages 75 to 77, where this is explained. Do not use the activities as it is in your study notes, guys. Adapt these activities. So then, the leaflet. Please note, you are going to be assessed on the information in the leaflet. You are not going to be assessed on 10 marks, 20 marks for the prettiness of the leaflet. I know not all of us are that creative. Not all of us are that proficient in doing stuff like this on the computer, but we need to try to do it. And I think especially now with COVID-19, a lot of preschools are doing planning, sending it to parents. And it looks nice if you get something and you can see that it is well planned. So it is not an essay, it is short, it is to the point. So this is one example. You can go onto Word, you can go and make a table and you can work in there. So please note that the importance of learning through play, I did not put 10 points there. For time and space, I only put 4 down. The importance of learning through play. Why is it important? Because children have a natural desire to understand their world. They want to explore. It is meaningful. Play is meaningful for a child. They learn in a social context. If the children are learning together in a group, say for example with water play. Oh look, I have a big cup. Let me see how many cups can fill up your bottle. And they explore and they discover their world. The next one has to do with emergent literacy. What is emergent literacy? I always explain it that emergent means I'm on my way. I'm on my way to become literate. I'm on my way to do handwriting. I'm on my way to read. Emergent literacy has to do with children participating in activities that will support formal reading and writing. So my perceptual skills are in an emergent literacy program. Emergent literacy is a child starting to recognize that my name starts with a and McDonald's also starts with a or that skeleton starts with a S and snail also starts with a S. That is emergent literacy. Then on the next one, it goes over to say that it depends on the perceptual skills and wheelbarrow walk for gross motor skills because we want to strengthen the shoulder muscles because it's going to influence muscle tone. Children with a low muscle tone are those children slouching like this and they're writing like this. For eye-hand coordination, they have to thread needles to make a necklace because my hands and my eyes must work together. For visual memory, you can place 5 objects in front of your child. You can look at them, you can talk about them. Close your eyes. You can cover them and you take one away and then they must say again what is available. So this example is a so-so example. There's a lot of writing. I think there could have been a bit more pictures involved. So this one you can see there at the right is, or your left, it is page 1. So this is one about, it's going to be 2 pages. Play is learning. Wonderful. It's a catchy heading. Why is learning through play important? There I list, and you can see I included my references. So those references you will go and put on your separate reference page. My child cannot play the entire day. They must learn to read and write. Like a bold statement. Yes, but before they can read and write, they need to have a solid emergent literacy foundation. So this is sort of putting in something to equip the teacher with information she can give the children. Then I give a quote about emergent literacy is the development process that begins at birth and whereby children acquire the foundation for reading and writing. So in a block, colorful. And then I give an example of emergent writing. Drawing a picture is a form of emergent literacy. The child will manipulate the pencil and they will learn their thoughts can be expressed through art. So this is very nice because I'm sort of taking now my one page for the research-based activities. Why is learning through play important? And then emergent literacy. Sort of giving them a definition and giving them an example. Then on the next page, that is sort of where I go on and where I'm going to give them some practical ideas for the teachers. So you can see that I'm making use of color, I made use of different fonts, and then I include little images. Wheelbarrow walk for gross motor skills. Play with dough for fine motor skills. Threading activities. Pack out 4 items. Let the child close their eyes. Remove one item and they must say which one did you remove for visual memory. Directionality and crossing the midline. To play hokey pokey, Simon says. Simon says, put your right hand on your left hip. Simon says, touch your nose. So another way can also be where you say, pack away the worksheet and play. Little block with the importance of learning through play. A little book which just give a definition of what emergent literacy is. And then maybe to do like a diagram where you give some practical activities. Ladies and gentlemen, again, I've shown you 3 examples of ways to do your leaflet. What is important is the information. Again, it must not be an essay. It is short, it's to the point. We want to see, can you take all this information and can you narrow it down just to give us an overview of why play is important, what is emergent literacy? Can you plan activities for perceptual development that is a requirement for handwriting? So this is the overview for Online Class Task 1. I hope you guys enjoy it. I must say I enjoyed doing the 3 examples to show you. Again, it depends on who you are. I'm a visual person, so for me, the middle one was nice with all the visual images. Again, it depends on you. But there must be a little bit of pictures. This is a leaflet. We are in early childhood education, so we are creative. We want to think outside of the box. You are going to submit this under assignments. This will not go through Turnitin because you will maybe save it as PDF to upload it. If you want to do it 2 pages, just make clear that this is page 1 and this is page 2, or this is the front and this is the back. If you have any queries, please do not hesitate for asking for any kind of support. Keep well, keep safe, and remember the due date on the 4th of June. Bye.